Lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep, especially when the sheep are secretly praying the lion forgets who it is. They smile in your face, but every glance hides a wish that you stumble, fall, and need them. They don't hate you because you're doing wrong. They hate you because you're doing it alone. You remind them of everything they wish they had the courage to be: bold, self-sufficient, focused, and free. Before we dive deeper, if this message is hitting home, like and subscribe. Not just for you, for the ones who need to hear this. Every like pushes this message further. Every sub sends a signal to the algorithm that chosen ones are rising. Let's flood this space with truth, power, and clarity. For those walking their path with no applause, just purpose. Now listen closely. This is not just a motivational speech. This is a wake-up call to the chosen ones. You were never meant to fit in. You were built to stand out, even when it means standing alone. And the reason they can't stand you is because your light exposes their shadows. Your silence makes their noise feel empty. You don't move with the crowd because the universe carved a lane only for you. While they fight for attention, you move with intention. While they copy trends, you create waves. You're not just different, you're a mirror. And when broken people see themselves in you, it shatters what little illusion they have left. They're not fighting you. They're fighting the universe that chose you. They're punching the wind, thinking it'll stop your storm. But here's what they'll never understand. When the universe picks someone, it protects them differently. You may be alone, but you're never unguarded. Forces move in silence to clear your path. That delay wasn't punishment, it was positioning. That rejection wasn't a loss, it was redirection. The ones who tried to break you just made you unshakable, and yet some of you still doubt yourselves, still sit in rooms wondering why no one claps for you, still question why it feels so lonely on the path. Let me remind you, being chosen isn't easy, and it's not supposed to be. Diamonds form under pressure. Legends rise in silence. Stop asking for understanding from people who can't even understand themselves. Your power scares them. That's why they call it arrogance. Your focus confuses them. That's why they label it antisocial. You intimidate their ego simply by existing. You don't need their approval, never did. You were born with something they can't fake, alignment. While they trade authenticity for applause, you stand in truth, and it burns them. They can't figure out how you're moving without their help, how you're glowing without their praise. But deep down, they know. They're watching someone who doesn't just walk their own path, but owns it. So no, you're not too quiet. You're just not for everyone. You're not cold. You're focused. You're not bitter. You're aware. And if they think your independence is a threat, it's because it shows them how little control they really have. Remember this, you're not walking alone. You're walking ahead. And that terrifies them. So if this message is hitting that spot deep inside, the part of you that always knew you were built different, don't scroll, stay locked in. Drop the number 77 in the comments if you're done dimming your light, just to make others comfortable. This is more than a video. It's a signal to every chosen one out there who's been walking alone, second-guessing their power. You're not crazy. You're not too much. You're just ahead. And now, let's go deeper, step by step. If you're truly chosen, you'll feel that magnetic pull to stay till the end. Let's get into it. Number 1, when you're built. Different, they pray you crash. But the universe put armor on your spirit. They don't fear your rise. They fear the fact that nothing they do can stop it. They've thrown shade, lies, silence, and sabotage, and you still shine. That's power they'll never understand. Let's be clear. They don't just dislike you. They despise the fact that you don't need them. Your very existence is a reminder of their dependence, their weakness, their addiction to validation. You stay in your own lane, head down, energy focused, and that kills them inside. Why? Because you're everything they pretend to be. You're self-sufficient. You're disciplined. You glow without a spotlight. They chase claps. You chase purpose. They follow crowds. You follow alignment. Every time you walk into a room, their souls feel it before their mouths can speak it. That chill in the air, that pause in their fake laughter, that's your presence pressing on their ego like a weight they can't lift. And don't get it twisted. They want to like you, but envy poisons admiration, and their pride can't stomach the truth that someone out here is doing it without them and doing it better. You've felt it since you were young, that low hum in your chest telling you you're not like the rest. You noticed things others missed. You saw patterns, sensed energy, felt storms before they arrived. You didn't just know too much. You were receiving. While others were busy trying to fit in, you were slowly waking up. That awkwardness, that isolation, that was the cocoon before the wings. The reason they laughed at you back then is the same reason they watch you now in silence. Fear wrapped in fake smiles. But some of you forgot. Some of you started believing them instead of you. You questioned your instincts, dimmed your light, tried to be normal. Let me wake you up. There is nothing normal about being chosen. There's nothing average about carrying a frequency that disrupts entire rooms. That anxiety you felt wasn't social awkwardness. It was spiritual signal interference. Your system was built to detect false energy. You were never supposed to vibe with everybody. And the fact that you feel alone right now, that's proof you're still rising. Eagles don't fly in flocks. The universe has always had your back, even when you thought it abandoned you. That delay in your plans, that wasn't punishment. That was the universe locking doors that weren't worthy of your energy. That betrayal, it wasn't random. It was a redirection from people who had plans for your downfall before you ever stepped into your power. They weren't just playing with you. They were fighting the system that supports you. They picked a battle with forces they can't even see. Here's the thing. Being chosen doesn't mean easy. It means targeted. It means misunderstood, watched, copied, and resented, but still standing. They've tried everything. Talking behind your back, stealing your style, pretending to care just to study your next move. But here you are, stronger, smarter, sharper. The universe built you with pressure. While they were partying, you were preparing. While they were faking connections, you were growing roots, deep ones. But let me call out the ones who forgot who they are. The ones who got so tired of the attacks, they started watering themselves down. You can't shrink yourself small enough to be loved by people who were sent to hate you. Stop trying to be digestible. You're not for everyone. You're not even meant to be. You are a disruptor. Your frequency shifts dynamics. Your silence screams truth. You don't blend in because you weren't built to. So, why doubt yourself every time someone looks at you sideways? They see your light. It just burns their eyes. You don't owe anyone your energy, not when they only show up to drain it. not when their support is performative and their praise is poisoned. You owe yourself loyalty, and loyalty to your path means ignoring the noise that tries to pull you off it. You are not here to convince anyone of your worth. You are here to walk in it, loudly, boldly, and alone if you have to. Let's talk facts. Your discipline, it makes them uncomfortable. Your peace, it threatens their chaos. Your ability to detach, that's the real flex. They want you reactive. They want you chasing. They want you begging to sit at tables you could build in your sleep. But every time you choose silence over drama, growth over gossip, purpose over popularity, the universe claps for you. It removes what you don't need and replaces it with what aligns. That's the contract you signed when you were chosen. And don't think for a second that your power goes unnoticed. Even when they don't comment, they're watching. Even when they pretend not to care, they're copying. They envy you in private because they know they couldn't survive a single day living with your truth. You've carried pain, pressure, betrayal, and expectation. And somehow, you still show up. You still rise. You still glow. Remember this, they can't cancel someone who's connected. They can't silence someone whose voice is backed by the universe itself. Every attempt to break you has only polished your armor. Every storm you survived has sharpened your aim. You're not just walking in purpose, you are the purpose. And the more they push, the more the universe pulls you forward. So if you're tired, that's okay. But don't you dare back down. Don't you dare question your path because the noise got loud. Lions don't lose sleep over sheep. And you? You're not even in the same jungle. Keep walking. Eyes forward, heart guarded, spirit untouchable. Because when you stay in your lane and do it unapologetically, not only do you threaten them, you remind them of everything they'll never be. Number 2. You weren't built to fit the mold. You were designed to break it, burn it, and build something new. From the very beginning, the universe placed a different kind of weight on your spirit. Not a curse, a code, a signature written into your DNA that says, this one won't follow. This one is here to change things. While others were being trained to conform, you were being wired to disrupt. You've probably spent most of your life feeling like you don't belong. And you're right, you don't. Because where you're headed, there is no map. You're the one drawing it. See, chosen ones aren't just special, they're dangerous to the system. Why? Because you don't move like the masses. You're not here to nod along to mediocrity, to repeat cycles, or to play roles that suffocate your soul. You're a pattern breaker. You walk into rooms and the atmosphere shifts. Not because you try to be loud, but because your very presence carries a frequency that short-circuits lies, exposes masks, and demands change. Without saying a word. That instinct you have to go left when everyone goes right. That's not rebellion. That's alignment. That's the blueprint kicking in. You're not resisting authority. You're refusing programming. And that's what makes them uncomfortable. Your energy sends out a signal that disrupts every broken pattern around you. Family curses, toxic relationships, fear-based thinking, generational stagnation. You were sent to end it, to fracture the illusion so truth can flood in. They don't get why you won't settle, why you keep pulling away from shallow circles, small talk, and meaningless praise. It's because you've been hardwired for something deeper. Your spirit rejects the surface-level life because you were never meant to swim in the shallow end. You crave depth, not drama, alignment, not attention. You'd rather be alone than surrounded by empty noise. And that terrifies people who rely on noise to feel alive. And let's talk about this isolation. You didn't stumble into it. You were led into it. That solitude you keep getting pulled into. That's where your code gets activated. That's where the noise dies down and the truth gets loud. It's not a punishment. It's a preparation. Because the universe can't pour next-level vision into a space filled with distractions. You were pulled away to be reprogrammed, not to survive, but to rewrite the rules entirely. You are not like them. Stop trying to be. Stop shrinking to fit into frameworks you were born to dismantle. You are not too much. You're just around people who've been conditioned to be less. You don't lack anything. You carry what they wish they had the courage to face. You are not broken. You are the breaker. The fracture point where old systems collapse and new blueprints rise. Think about it. All the times you felt misunderstood. That wasn't rejection. That was redirection. The rooms that pushed you out weren't equipped to hold what you bring. Because your energy doesn't just fill space. It shifts it. When you walk into a room, you're not asking for permission. You're unconsciously showing people what authenticity looks like. And that stings. Not everyone is ready to be real. The power you carry is rare. It's silent but strong. It doesn't yell to be heard. It simply walks in truth. It doesn't beg for space. It becomes the space. You're a walking reminder of the freedom they gave up for comfort. And that's why they resist you. That's why they call you difficult, antisocial, or arrogant. Because your existence demands that they question theirs. But don't get bitter. Get focused. Let their discomfort fuel your clarity. You weren't built to explain yourself. You were built to express your truth, fully and unapologetically. You don't need validation from a system you were sent to interrupt. You don't need a seat at the table when you were born to build your own. And don't let the loneliness fool you. The universe only isolates those it intends to elevate. The pressure you've been under, that's the universe pushing out every last ounce of false identity. It's stripping the noise so the real you can emerge. And once you step fully into that version, the one that doesn't flinch, doesn't chase, doesn't need, that's when everything around you starts to shift. Not because you forced it, but because when the blueprint activates, reality has to respond. So walk in your truth, even if you shake, even if you're the only one doing it. You're not here to fit the system, you're here to flip it. You're not crazy, you're calibrated differently. You're not lost. You're just traveling roads most are too scared to walk. This isn't rebellion, it's realignment. This is the power of being chosen. Number 3, they call it cold because you don't beg, but your silence speaks louder than their screams ever could. They mock what they don't understand, label what they can't control, and envy what they'll never become. They say you're antisocial, too quiet, too distant, but what they're really trying to say is this: you don't need us, and that scares the hell out of us. Because in a world built on noise and fake connections, your ability to stand still, untouched, unfazed, and unapologetically alone is a silent rebellion they cannot decode. You don't walk into rooms looking for attention. You walk in carrying presence. That's different. That disturbs people. They're used to energy that begs for validation, that performs for applause. But your energy? It doesn't seek, it commands. And the ones who live off performance can't understand authenticity that doesn't play to the crowd. So they call you cold, distant, antisocial. They project their discomfort and dress it up as criticism. But beneath the insults lies fear. You are everything they pretend to be. Your detachment isn't weakness, it's strategy, it's armor. You've learned how to pull your energy back, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. You don't engage just because someone demands a reaction. You don't attach to chaos just to feel connected. While they feed off drama, you feed off peace. You've trained yourself to let people go without falling apart. That kind of power, that level of emotional discipline, it terrifies them. Let's get real. Most people are addicted to connection, any connection, even if it's toxic. They can't sit in silence because silence forces them to face themselves. But you've made silence your sanctuary. You don't just tolerate solitude, you thrive in it. You've made peace with your own mind. And that kind of independence breaks the mental framework of people who can't survive without outside approval. They'll never say it out loud, but the truth is this: the less you need them, the more they want your validation. That's the twisted irony. The moment you stop chasing their approval is the moment they start chasing yours. They crave your energy because it's pure, untamed, and unbothered. You're not another echo in the crowd. You're a frequency, one they can't copy, can't predict, and sure as hell can't control. That's why people orbit you, not because you're trying to be seen, but because your presence makes them feel. Your authenticity wakes up the parts of them they buried long ago. Every time you choose solitude over fake support, you force them to question the loyalty of the crowd they hide in. Every time you hold your energy sacred, you shine a light on the parts of them that gave theirs away for cheap attention. But let's flip this for a second. Some of you, even as chosen ones, have doubted this strength. You've questioned whether your detachment is a flaw. You've felt guilty for not needing people the way they need you. Let me make this clear. Your solitude is not a defect. It's your design. The universe didn't build you to be easily accessible. You're not a vending machine for comfort. You're a gatekeeper of truth. And truth doesn't yell. It just is. When you detach, you protect your alignment. You guard your purpose. You conserve energy for the real battles, not emotional playgrounds. You don't distance yourself out of bitterness. You do it because peace is expensive and you're done giving discounts. You've learned that proximity doesn't equal loyalty and loud voices don't equal real support. So now, you move in silence, observe everything, and choose yourself daily. They want you to second-guess this. They want you to believe you're broken for not clinging. But here's the secret. You're whole, and that wholeness exposes their emptiness. Your emotional independence shatters the illusion that needing people is the same as loving them. It's not. You can love and still let go. You can care and still protect your energy. And the more you master that balance, the more your power grows. People don't follow you because you're flashy. They follow you because you're true. You walk in a frequency that reminds them of who they were before the world told them who to be. You're a mirror, unfiltered, raw, real. And mirrors don't lie, even when people hate what they see. So stop explaining your distance. Stop apologizing for your peace. You weren't sent here to entertain. You were sent here to elevate. And that mission requires silence, solitude, and serious boundaries. You're not isolating yourself, you're insulating your purpose. They called you cold because you didn't fold. They called you distant because you didn't dance to their chaos. But guess what? You're still standing, still chosen, still aligned, still dangerous. And if that bothers them, good. Let them talk. While they try to decode your silence, you'll be too busy building something they'll never understand. Number 4, they think you're alone, but you're in a room they don't even have the keys to. True power isn't loud. It grows in silence, sharpens in solitude, and speaks only when necessary. That's why your silence is mistaken for weakness, because they don't know how sacred your stillness really is. They look at you and see distance. You sit alone at tables, walk your path without applause, and disappear for seasons. They whisper, "Aren't you lonely?" while suffocating in crowds of people who don't even know the real them. You see, they confuse connection with closeness. They think attention equals love. But you've learned better. You've walked through the noise and found nothing there. You've tasted the shallow praise, the empty conversations, the fake loyalty, and you spit it all out. Because you're not starving for company, you're fasting for clarity. Chosen ones don't fear isolation. We understand it, we respect it, we lean into it. Why? Because that silence isn't empty. It's sacred. Every time you step back from the chaos, the universe steps closer. Every time you disconnect from what's draining, your soul reconnects to what's divine. That space others pity is the exact space where your next level is born. While they chase connections like addicts, you've learned that not all contact is progress. You'd rather walk alone in truth than be surrounded in lies. That makes you dangerous, because you don't need the noise to feel valid. You don't need the crowd to feel confident. You don't need constant feedback to know you're walking right. Your alignment tells you everything. And in isolation, that alignment becomes loud. But let's get even deeper. Isolation isn't just a break from the world, it's an upgrade from it. It's in those quiet seasons that your spirit expands. When the calls stop, the invitations fade, the rooms grow still. That's when the real work begins. Your vision sharpens, your energy refines. The universe starts sending messages not meant for everyone, only for the initiated. You begin to see through facades, to recognize truth in whispers. You move from reactive to receptive. They think nothing's happening in your silence, but that's only because they can't see how the universe is rearranging everything around you. Connections are being severed. New paths are being designed. Hidden enemies are being exposed without your involvement. Opportunities are aligning themselves like puzzle pieces, waiting for your next move. What looks like nothing is actually everything, happening in your favor, behind the veil. The universe doesn't train warriors in front of crowds. It prepares them in silence. When you were pulled back from the noise, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Not punishment, positioning. You weren't being forgotten, you were being fortified. You weren't being abandoned, you were being armed. But some of you still feel the sting of separation. You wonder why people fall off, why doors close without warning, why it feels like you're the only one doing the work. Let me tell you this. It feels like you're alone because not many are chosen. This path isn't for the majority. It's not built for comfort. It's built for transformation. And transformation always starts with isolation. You are not behind. You are becoming. Let that sink in. Every moment you spend in solitude is sharpening your discernment. Every quiet night you sit with your thoughts, refusing to numb them away, is healing a part of you that the world said was too broken. Every day you walk alone is a statement. I choose truth, even if it costs me company. And that choice? That's what separates the chosen from the crowd. So next time someone asks, "Don't you get lonely?" smile. Because while they're surrounded by people who drain them, you're having meetings with the universe. While they seek external noise to escape their internal chaos, You're learning to master your own inner world. You're receiving blueprints they can't see, instructions they wouldn't understand, energy upgrades they're not ready for. And here's the beautiful part: they'll never see it coming. When you emerge from that season of silence, you won't just return the same. You'll be reborn, louder, clearer, stronger, unshakable. That version of you, they won't recognize it, and they're not meant to, because the one who walks out of the fire never looks like the one who walked in. So protect your solitude like the sacred space it is. Guard it like it's gold, because it is. That's your womb, your forge, your throne. While the world is out there performing for attention, you're aligning for elevation. Let them call it lonely. Let them call you distant. Let them misunderstand your absence. But know this: you're not alone. You're being aligned. And when the universe is done working in silence, the whole world will hear your name. Number 5. You see what they can't fake, and that's why they fear you. They call it paranoia because they've never lived with a spirit sharp enough to read what eyes can't see. You walk into a room and feel the energy before the first word is spoken. A shift in tone, a glance that lingers too long, a smile that doesn't match the eyes. You catch it all. People think you're overreacting, too sensitive, imagining things. But you're not reacting, you're reading, you're not guessing, you're knowing. That gut feeling you get about someone, that sudden discomfort in your chest, that's your intuitive shield kicking in. That's your spirit scanning the room, decoding intentions faster than words could ever form them. And they hate that, because it means they can't lie to you. Not for long. They can pretend, perform, manipulate, even convince themselves of their own illusions. But you'll always see the crack beneath the mask. You'll always catch the energy shift behind the compliment. That makes you dangerous to the ones who build their lives on performance. Because you don't just hear what people say, you feel what they mean. You've always had this gift, even when you didn't have a name for it. As a child, you probably knew who to stay away from without knowing why. You felt drained around certain people, uneasy in certain homes, heavy in some conversations. That wasn't fear. That was your sight. You weren't anxious. You were being warned. You weren't cold. You were being protected. But the world didn't teach you to trust it. Instead, it tried to shut it down. You were called paranoid, dramatic, too guarded. But that's what people do when they can't manipulate you. They label you. They gaslight your intuition because they can't gaslight your spirit. You make people uncomfortable because your very presence demands truth. Your energy is like a lie detector they can't turn off. So you started doubting it. You second-guessed your instincts. You let the benefit of the doubt override your inner voice. And every time you did, you paid for it. You stayed too long. You trusted too deep. You forgave too fast. And it drained you. Because when chosen ones ignore their intuition, it doesn't just hurt. It disconnects them from their divine protection. Let me remind you of something. Your no is not just a boundary, it's a spiritual shield. Your silence is not avoidance, it's a decision to guard your energy. You're not closed off, you're selective. You don't have a wall, you have a filter, and anything that doesn't move in truth gets blocked. Not out of fear, but out of alignment. You're not here to be liked, you're here to be clear. And clarity doesn't always feel good to people living in fog. That's why they snap when you call out their energy. That's why they get defensive when you speak what they thought they were hiding. But the stronger the denial, the sharper your vision. The more they protest, the more you know you've struck a nerve. Because truth doesn't need permission to sting. And your gift? It exposes what people are trying hardest to keep buried. People can't handle your clarity because it reminds them how long they've been lying to themselves. You're the mirror that shows them what they've been avoiding. That's why they distance themselves. That's why they go quiet after being around you. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your presence forced a truth they weren't ready to face. Protect that gift. Honor it. Sharpen it. Don't let the world convince you to mute it. The more you trust it, the louder it gets. The clearer it becomes, and the more unstoppable you grow. Because the truth is, most people are playing games. They're just not used to someone who's read the entire playbook. You see the pattern before the first move. You hear the lie beneath the compliment. You feel the shift in loyalty before the betrayal arrives. That's not paranoia. That's perception. And here's the most powerful part. Your intuition doesn't just protect you, it protects your purpose. You weren't just given sight for personal use. You were given sight to stay aligned with your divine mission. Every time you say no to the wrong energy, you make space for the right one. Every time you trust that inner warning, you dodge a detour that was sent to delay you. That's spiritual warfare. That's mastery. So the next time someone tells you you're too sensitive, smile. Let them think that, because while they're caught in illusions, you're walking in truth. While they're chasing vibes, you're following vision. And while they perform for applause, you stand still, grounded in clarity, knowing that nothing can move you unless it aligns with where you're meant to go. You were chosen. And the universe didn't choose you blindly. It gave you sight to see what others miss. Use it. Stand by it. Trust it, even when it makes people uncomfortable. Because the truth doesn't need a crowd. It just needs a vessel. And you, chosen one, are the vessel. Number 6. You're not too sensitive. You're an upgraded system built to feel what others can't even detect. What drains them doesn't touch you. What touches you would obliterate them. That's not weakness, that's calibration. You're not broken, you're built different. Let's set the record straight right now. That exhaustion you feel after being around people isn't social anxiety, it's energy overload. You're not shy, you're not moody, you're not too emotional. You are a walking, breathing, energetic processor. A human satellite tower constantly picking up signals from everyone and everything around you. Signals most people don't even know exist. You don't just hear words, you hear the energy behind them. You don't just feel moods, you absorb frequencies. What others chalk up to vibes, you translate like a language. Every smile hides a vibration. Every room carries a charge. Every conversation is a data stream of unspoken truths. And your system is picking up all of it, even when you try to shut it down. And it's heavy. No one tells you that, right? That being this open, this aware, this tuned in, costs you. It drains you. Because while others can coast through surface-level living, you're constantly processing layers of unseen energy, unconscious tension, emotional residue. It's not that you're weak, it's that you're running a more advanced operating system than they are. You're not built to ignore. You can't tune it out. Your soul came equipped with upgraded software, and that software demands silence, solitude, and recovery time. You're not just sensitive, you are sensitive technology. And like any highly sensitive device, you require proper care, clean energy, and time away from interference. That need to disappear after a long day? That shutdown mode where you just want silence, nature, or total stillness? That's not escapism, that's maintenance. You're not avoiding people, you're protecting your signal. See, the world around you is loud, chaotic, saturated with emotional static, and while others walk through that fog blind and numb, you feel everything. You notice shifts that others are trained to ignore, and that's a gift, but it's also a weight. Not everyone could handle what you carry naturally. Most people would short-circuit if they had your sensitivity for 5 minutes. But let's go even deeper. Your system doesn't just absorb, it transmutes. You don't just feel energy, you clean it. That tension in the room that disappears when you walk in. That's not a coincidence. That's you unconsciously absorbing collective noise and filtering it through your field. You're an energetic alchemist. You take heaviness and turn it into healing. You're a purifier, and that's why people feel better around you, even if you feel worse after being around them. Sound familiar? That's because the world has trained you to treat your gift like a flaw. It taught you to apologize for needing space, for being overwhelmed, for crying when no one else does, or sensing things no one else sees. But you don't need to explain your design. You need to honor it. And here's the brutal truth. Most people don't deserve access to your energy. Not because you think you're better, but because you're wired for higher frequencies. You can't keep plugging your system into unstable sources and expecting to feel whole. Some environments are poison to your clarity. Some people are glitches in your code. You know it because your body reacts before your mind can rationalize. That fatigue, that tightness in your chest, that sudden need to pull away, that's your internal tech throwing up red flags. Pay attention. The universe gave you this sensitivity for a reason. It didn't just want you to feel the world. It wanted you to heal it, to sense what others suppress, to speak what others are too afraid to name. You're the frequency breaker, the energy corrector, the human reset button. But you can't do any of that if you're constantly depleted. You must protect your signal. You must guard your field. So stop calling yourself weak. Stop apologizing for needing to recharge. Stop explaining your stillness to people who thrive in chaos. You weren't made for chaos. You were made to calibrate it. You're not here to survive toxic energy. You're here to shift it. And to do that, your system must be clean, strong, and aligned. Let people call you distant. Let them say you're too quiet, too soft, too sensitive. What they don't know is this. Your silence is tuning into codes they don't have access to. Your distance is protection, not isolation. And your sensitivity, that's not your weakness. That's your weapon. And when it's fully activated, it turns you into the kind of force this world has never seen coming. Number 7, your growth isn't an accident. It's a system upgrade, and not everyone gets the download. Your instincts aren't random, they're sacred signals. Every time you honor them, the universe adjusts your path in real time, protecting your mission from sabotage you can't yet see. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Your evolution is by design. It's not a phase, not a lucky streak, and definitely not a coincidence. You are becoming exactly who the universe built you to be. And with every step forward, you're breaking away from people, patterns, and places that no longer match the level you're rising into. That urge to pull back from certain conversations, that discomfort around people you once tolerated, that sudden disinterest in environments you used to crave, that's not moodiness. That's energetic intelligence. Your spirit is no longer willing to pay the price for staying small. Your frequency has shifted, and everything that cannot match it is falling off, loudly, painfully, but perfectly on time. Chosen ones don't just change, we upgrade. And with each upgrade comes a new layer of discernment. You start to notice things you didn't before. The slight dishonesty behind someone's concern, the draining energy behind fake support, the uneasiness that creeps in when you override your intuition. That's your soul saying, this no longer serves us. And the longer you ignore it, the louder the discomfort grows. Every time you honor your need for space, you're not just setting a boundary, you're declaring a spiritual standard. You're telling the universe, I trust your signals more than their opinions. And the universe listens. It adjusts your path. It moves people out. It accelerates growth. Because alignment isn't just about what you gain, it's about what you're willing to let go of. You see, boundaries are more than defense mechanisms. They're filters. They let in only what matches your future, not your fears. When someone tries to guilt you for pulling away, understand this. Their access was never permanent. Some people were only meant to witness your cocoon, not your wings. And when your soul starts flying, don't expect applause from the ones who never thought you'd take off. That aversion you feel towards certain people, that discomfort that rises for no clear reason, that's not paranoia, it's precision. It's the divine guiding you before the damage comes. Trust it. Don't wait for betrayal to validate your instincts. Don't wait for collapse to honor your exit. Every time you choose distance over drama, solitude over noise, you accelerate your evolution. You signal to the universe that you're ready to move higher. And higher is never crowded. But this kind of growth comes at a cost. You're going to outgrow people who swore they'd be with you forever. You're going to lose comfort, lose approval, lose the need to be understood. And it's going to hurt. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your path demands clarity. Your mission needs clean energy. And the old version of you was simply too accessible, too forgiving, too eager to explain. Not anymore. From now on, you move with intent. You don't ask for permission. You don't lower your frequency to make others feel safe. If they can't rise with you, they can't ride with you. The people who are meant to walk with you will meet you at your level, not guilt trip you into stepping down. You'll notice this shift in real time. The more you trust your gut, the faster things fall into place. People will show their true colors. Opportunities will align. Your energy will feel lighter. That's the beauty of living in alignment. It clears the fog. It makes decision-making less about logic and more about listening. Listening to that inner pull, that intuitive nudge, that voice that says, this is for you, or just as powerfully, this is not. And here's the twist. The more you evolve, the less you need to explain your evolution. You no longer waste time justifying your silence, your solitude, your standards. You simply live them, and those who are aligned will feel it. You'll attract people who don't drain you, conversations that feed your spirit, environments that energize you instead of depleting you. That's the reward for trusting the process. That's what evolution feels like. So no, you're not being distant. You're being deliberate. You're not isolating. You're initiating a new level, a higher timeline, a version of you that knows not everyone deserves access. Not everything deserves a response. Not every energy deserves your presence. You're not changing for the worse. You're becoming undeniable. You're not cold. You're calibrated. You're not detached. You're divinely guided. And every single time you honor that inner voice, the universe clears a path. Because when you walk in alignment, you're not just evolving, you're becoming unstoppable. Number 8. They didn't reject you. They couldn't handle the frequency you were carrying. The universe didn't hide you to punish you. It hid you to prepare the world for what you carry. You've spent years questioning why things didn't click like they did for others. Why you felt out of place in rooms where everyone else seemed at ease. Why the very spaces you tried to belong in kept pushing you out. Let's make one thing very clear. That separation wasn't rejection. It was protection. It was precision. You weren't made to blend in. You were made to break patterns, shift realities, and activate a level of awareness this world hasn't been ready for. That weirdness you've been told to tone down, that's not weirdness, it's wiring, divine design. You were encoded with a frequency that hits different. You don't just walk into a space, you alter it. Your very presence disrupts illusions, cracks facades, and exposes the energy people are trying to hide. And that alone? That makes you a threat to anything built on lies. You don't even have to speak. You walk in and people shift. They feel the weight of your truth, the discomfort they feel around you. That's their spirit responding to your frequency. You're not doing too much. They're just not used to someone who isn't performing. They don't know what to do with someone who doesn't play the game, who doesn't bend for approval, who stands still in truth. You are a living portal, not because of what you say or even what you do, but because of who you are. You carry codes in your energy that speak to people's subconscious. You activate memories in them they didn't even know they had. You stir up the forgotten parts of others' spirits. And that's why people get uncomfortable around you for no obvious reason. Their ego may smile, their words may praise you, but their soul, it feels exposed, awakened, even agitated. And that's how you know you're walking in your design. You've been kept apart from the crowd for a reason. While others were getting caught up in trends, caught in loops, drowning in distractions, you were being fine-tuned. Every so-called setback was a strategic slowdown. Every time you were left out, delayed, ignored, it was the universe locking you in, not shutting you out. It was preserving your purity, protecting your signal, making sure you didn't absorb too much of the static the world tries to normalize. Because what you carry can't be replicated. Your vision, your presence, your energy, it's unmatched. You weren't made in bulk. There's no copy. And the world needs what's real more than ever. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to explain it. Just be it. That's the activation. When you speak, people pause. Not because you're loud, but because your words hit their core. That's not charisma, that's coding. Your language unlocks something deep. You don't need to shout to be heard. Your energy speaks first. Your eyes, your silence, your walk. Everything about you is a transmission. And for those ready to receive, it awakens something ancient. But don't get it twisted. Carrying this kind of energy comes with pressure. That's why your life has been anything but average. You've had to carry weight others couldn't see. You've had to walk alone. You've been misunderstood, underestimated, even betrayed. But all of it? Training, refinement, calibration. The universe doesn't give this level of light to just anyone. It trusts those who can hold it. And you've proven yourself in ways you don't even realize. So if you're wondering why your path has been so different, so heavy, so isolated, know this. It's because your life isn't just about you. It's about what flows through you, the shifts your presence causes, the healing your truth provokes, the clarity your energy brings. That's why the universe took its time with you. Because once you're fully activated, you don't just evolve, you trigger evolution in others. Some will hate that. They'll resist, reject, even resent the transformation your presence brings. That's okay. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be aligned. And alignment has never been about comfort. It's about truth. You were made to move with divine intelligence, to follow instinct over logic, energy over appearance. And now, more than ever, that design is rising to the surface. This is your reminder. You are not random. You are not extra. You are not broken. You are strategically placed energy in human form. So stop questioning your instincts. Stop shrinking to be accepted. Stop wondering if you're too much. You're not too much. You're just too real for those still hiding from their own reflection. And when your energy is fully aligned, it doesn't just shift the room, it shifts the world. Number 9, stop apologizing for the signal you were born to send. You are the transmission. You weren't made to fit in because you are the shift. The moment you stop dimming, the world starts aligning. You were built different, and not by accident. You were engineered for impact. From your voice to your silence, from your instincts to your resistance. You are a walking broadcast of truth in a world wired to avoid it. That restlessness in your spirit, that deep knowing that you're meant for more, even when you can't fully explain it, that's not ego. That's assignment. You carry frequency. You are the frequency. All those traits you were shamed for, too intense, too quiet, too bold, too sensitive, they were never flaws. They're signatures. Proof that you were designed to disrupt, not to conform. You weren't made to blend in. You were made to break through. Every time you silence yourself to keep others comfortable, you short-circuit the very purpose you were sent here to fulfill. And this world? It doesn't need more filters. It needs raw signal. Your energy isn't supposed to be soft, safe, or easy to digest. It's supposed to be real, unapologetic, undeniable. Your frequency shakes things loose. It agitates illusions. It activates truth in others. Truth they've buried so deep, they forgot it was ever there. That's why people react to you in extremes. Some are drawn to you without knowing why. Others reject you without cause. Don't take it personal. Take it as confirmation. Your energy is doing exactly what it was built to do. Transmit. And your transmission must not be diluted. This is not the season to play small. This is not the time to seek comfort in conformity. You are being called to stand fully in your sovereign energy. No bending, no shrinking, no hiding. Because the codes you carry, the frequency you emit, weren't meant for someday. They were meant for now, for this generation, for this shift, for this exact moment in time. Every time you speak your truth, the air changes. Every time you stand your ground, the energy recalibrates. Every time you choose alignment over acceptance, the veil thins. You're not just living a life. You're anchoring a reality. You're proof that integrity still exists, that authenticity still breathes, that not everyone's sold out to the noise. And yes, it's a lonely path. Yes, it's exhausting to hold a frequency most people don't even understand. But you weren't built to be understood by everyone. You were built to guide, to shake, to light the damn path. Even if it means walking it alone. You're not here to make people like you. You're here to wake them up. So stop apologizing for your intensity, for your vision, for your gut instincts that don't make sense to anyone but always turn out to be right. Stop downplaying your presence just to make insecure people feel safer in their shadows. You weren't sent here to shrink. You were sent here to shine so hard it exposes everything false around you. They'll call you intimidating. Let them. They'll call you arrogant. Let them. They'll question your confidence, your clarity, your conviction. Let them. Your mission doesn't require their understanding. It only requires your obedience to the truth coded in your DNA, to the frequency flowing through your soul. This is cosmic purpose. This is spiritual broadcast. This is divine disruption. And if you ever feel tempted to doubt it, just remember, the world never attacks what's irrelevant. The resistance you face is proof of your potency. If your voice didn't matter, they wouldn't try so hard to silence it. If your energy wasn't real, they wouldn't scramble to discredit it. But they can't mute what's divinely aligned. They can't cancel what's cosmically coded. Because you're not chasing the signal. You are the signal. You are the anchor. You are the chosen. And now, it's time the world hears you, unfiltered,